MoJo here. How are you? It's Monday. Welcome to Monday. I know I sound a little low key. I guess I am. Woke up with a migraine and it's not quite gone. So I've got a lot going on right now. As you know, my father passed away just under 2 weeks ago, and so I haven't been doing very much. I worked last week, but it just hasn't been a whole lot. So I want to assure you that I'm getting back to really doing what I love to do. And, the past year, taking care of my dad has been very, very rewarding. And, excuse me, while he continually cautioned me against not doing my work in favor of taking care of him, I pretty much did the opposite. I would take care of him instead of doing my work. And then I was guarding my own health, and guarding my rest and making sure that I was taking care of myself. So I did not just push through the last year, and that brings us here. And so I've been kind of quiet the last couple of months, at least I think throughout the holidays. And then you know um, just as I was starting to get back into the year, my dad took a turn for the worse and died. So, and then, there's so much to do there, and there's still a lot to do to take care of uh, everything. But I had a couple of things I wanted to drop in and talk to you about. And one of them was just um, brought to mind by my own coach. And that is that several years ago, it's probably been close to 10 years now. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was 2009, maybe. Ooh, that's more than 10 years. Wow. So I took voice lessons as an adult. I was in my 40s, and I took voice lessons from my daughter's voice teacher. And I had never had voice lessons. I have sung all my life, and I've been in various choirs and musical theater and all that kind of thing. Love to do karaoke. Love karaoke. And I love to sing, and I sing all the time. So I finally had the chance to take formal voice lessons. Excuse me. That needs to be put away. I've got so much crap on my desk. It's unbelievable. So I think declutter should be my word of the year, and it's not. And I'm going to get to that too. So here's the thing about the voice lessons. It was it was not only that I got to learn to sing better, right? It was not only learning about my voice and how to make it sound prettier, and how to sing Ave Maria. And, it was not just the mechanics of learning those things. That's the dog. She just got a treat. It was not just the mechanics, going to lessons and learning, kind of like going to school, whatever. But one of the things that I noticed, even at the time, and I say that because I think I'm more enlightened now than I was 10 or 11 years ago. One of the things I noticed was that spending that time with my voice teacher, her name was Jenna, and she's brilliant, and spending that time with her where she was focusing on me and I was focusing on me. And it was like we were calling in the energy of spirit and the universe about me. And so I didn't just walk out of there with, being able to hit a higher note or having better voice support, but I walked out of each session, each time that I spent with her for 30 minutes or an hour, feeling, I guess it's just a concentration of love, feeling myself, feeling worthy. That's a huge one. We talk about worthiness all the time. And I felt worthy. I felt good. I felt loved. I felt, that concentration of somebody focusing on me, of what's going on over here. I've got crazy curls going on. Just got it cut and it's not settled down yet. So somebody was focusing on me. And that the wedding song from Paul Stuckey of Peter, Paul and Mary, and I believe it is a quote from the Bible, but I will have to look it up. And that is, wherever two or more of you are gathered in my name, there is love. And so the same thing happens if you get a massage. It's not only the physical mechanics of someone working on your muscles, it's also the energy that flows through them as they focus and concentrate on you, and you focus and concentrate on you. And so it is not just doubled, but it's multiplied many times over, the love, the intention, the energy of spirit. And that's what, and you can, speaking of haircuts, you can, sorry, it's not a mirror, I'm a mess. But you can also think about, if you go to a salon where they do like or a nail salon or a hair salon where they do the neck massage, and maybe they wash your hair, massage your scalp, and maybe you go to the kind of salon where they give you a glass of wine, or some coffee or tea, and it's a whole experience. A lot of salons have gone to that, because it's not just haircut and gossip anymore. And now getting a haircut or pedicure can be quite a spiritual experience as well. And I think I learned that from my voice lessons, that when I figured out that that was what was happening and why I felt so great after voice lessons, besides singing being really spiritual, I realized that when I went for a pedicure, now, if you get a pedicure, you may see that the lady is either working on your feet or she might interact with you a little bit. But if you think about it as she is putting her energy and focus on you, that is for you, and you are giving yourself the pedicure, you're paying for it, you're sitting there and you are receiving it, then she is concentrating the energy and love of spirit and universe on you. So think about that anytime you receive a service. And this is why receiving is so important to your sense of being worthy. When you listen to me, that's what's happening. When I work one-on-one with a client, a coaching client, or in a Magic Moments session, which you are eligible for, then I'm holding space for you. Whether you're talking or I'm talking, whether I am lecturing you or giving you homework assignments, whether you use the whole session to just talk yourself, that's fine. I'm holding that space for you. And even though I'm not a therapist, it's like a therapist does. She also does that. I'm holding that space for you. I'm focusing. I'm magnifying through the magnifying glass the energy of spirit on you. And so when you walk into that space, when we get together on the phone or on video, and you walk into this space, it is sacred space for you. I'm holding the space for you and focusing the energy and love of spirit on you. So be aware of that. Take that in. Absorb that. I'm not here for myself. I'm here for you. Okay? This week, I don't even know if this is usually our usual time to get together. It's not. There are 5 Wednesdays in the month, and so it's not our usual time to get together. But I think that we ought to go ahead and have one of our little MoJo My Life meetings to talk about my word of the year and your word of the year, our themes, our respective themes for the year. Okay? So stay tuned for that. I'm going to get that together. I've got to get out and run errands. I have a lot going on. I sound really calm. It's just because I'm still kind of like in that. I'm in mourning space. I'm in grieving space. But I'm also in practical space, and I'm in self-care mode. I'm making sure that I'm getting enough rest, that I'm taking care of my headache, that I'm taking care of myself. And certainly when I'm coaching you or working with you, I definitely receive energy and love of spirit as well. But it's focused onto you. Now, I just came out of a coaching session where I was coached. And so now I was in a group, but I had that sacred space held for me. And so I had, you can tell, like I said, I'm kind of like, not as ebullient as I usually am. I'm not as effervescent as I usually am. And I think that's it. I'm just really, really calm. I feel like I've had a massage, or I've had a therapy session, or I have sung for half an hour. I have been focused on. So think about that. Okay. That's more than enough, I'm sure, for the moment. And we'll talk again soon. Take care.